Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is kind of in between another video I started on this while that motor was still getting put in. I'm working on a video for that right now with it getting tuned, but that's a slow process because the guy I'm working with works opposite schedule from me, so he's doing a fantastic job. It's just our schedules are conflicting, so that's taking a little while. I got new tires for that. I'm trying some new ones. These are, I don't know if it says on here, they're from Tire Streets. They're the Accelera 651s. They look a lot like, I think they were the old Falcons I had, maybe. They look a lot like the R18 615Ks, if I remember correct, that I used to have. Or maybe one of the other tires I used to have. But they look like they're going to be some nice, meaty, grippy tires. I got 225s for the rear, 245s for the front. And then in this box, this is what we're doing today. This old girl has 260,000 miles on her, and I'm pretty sure it's the original clutch still, and it has been slipping like crazy for the last month and a half. I've probably put 5,000-6,000 miles on it for my job since it started slipping, so we're gonna get working on this. So yeah, let's jump into it. First thing we're going to start doing is removing all this stuff up above the transmission. There we go, words. And then I'll bring you back in after all this is removed. So we got pretty much everything off from the top that we need to get. We got the battery out, we got the air box out, we got the whole wiring harness loose. We got the shifter cables back here, detached from the transmission. I think that's pretty much all of it. And we got some bolts on the top that we haven't taken off yet, but we'll get to those when we need to. Now, for now, we need to get the car up in the air. We need to get the starter off, which I'm not exactly sure where that is, so we'll find it once we get underneath. I believe it's on the back side, behind the motor, but we'll find that when we get to it. Yeah, we just got to start disassembling the suspension now, so we're going to get onto that. Well, right after that last clip, I got a new revision for my tuner, so let's take a quick commercial break and go take this thing for a drive real quick. Do a little third gear pull. This thing feels fantastic. We're only going to 6,000 right now. I can't wait until we're up at 8,200. As you can see, a little dirty. But we are basically at the point of being able to take the transmission out. We should have to check all the trans bolts out, and we should be pretty good to go. You can see I got the suspension disconnected. All I did was disconnect the ball joint here, because it's 3 bolts, goes right back into the same exact spot, so I shouldn't hopefully need to get in alignment after this, although I probably do need alignment after doing the suspension, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet because I've been busy as hell. But it is what it is. Yeah. Got one axle there, got another axle over here. Now it's just a matter of getting the motor supported, the trans mount off, and all the bolts out of the transmission, and I should be able to pull the transmission out and replace it with the new R18 Clutch and flywheel. So we're going to start pulling the, started a long time ago. We're going to get the transmission unbolted from the motor, at least all the bolts loosened up, and then we'll lower the motor and transmission down, kind of angle it towards the driver's side down, And then once we do that, we should be able to pull it off and swap the clutch and flywheel. I think at this point, let's see, I started this, well, about 3 hours ago. Yeah, actually right about 3 hours ago, and I'm almost to the point of having the transmission out already. So we're getting pretty close. Having done it once on that thing without the motor in, or with the motor still in, and then putting the K24 in, gotten relatively efficient at doing this. Unfortunately, I have to do it again, but it should be the last time I have to do a clutch in either one of these cars for a while, until I do more power mods to that. But the next time that transmission comes out, it's getting built. So, oh, look at that, we got a kitty that wants to come say hi, and it's gone. That's alright, we don't need another cat in the house. Alright, let's get the transmission out. Last night we got pretty much everything out. Axles, all of this. The transmission is disconnected from the motor. I actually need to slide it back in and at least throw a bolt or two in it, because right now, if you can see right here, let me see if I can get this in here more. Yeah, there we go. See, the shift selector is hitting the transmission mount. I was trying to do it without taking out the subframe because, I don't know, I was just hoping I could, but it's not possible. So we've got to slide the transmission back in, throw a bolt or two in it just to hold it there, and then we can drop the subframe and then pull the transmission out. So we're not far yet, or we're not far away from having it out. Hopefully tonight I can get it done, but we'll see. Alright, as you can see, I have transmission separated from the motor. See if I can get a better angle on it. Yeah, right here's the transmission, that's ground, and there's motor. Can't really see it, it's nice and dark in there, but it is separated. Now I've just got to get all the bolts out, which will be fun because now the motor just wants to spin while I'm trying to break the bolts loose. So there's that. But we'll figure that out and then we'll get the new clutch installed. We got the clutch out. Look at this side. Doesn't look horrible. I mean, obviously it's not new. It's definitely been used and abused, but there's still some friction material left on it. No, not a lot, but there's a little bit. And then you flip it over and it is smooth. How this thing was even getting any traction to get this car moving for, you know, the last 6,000 to 7,000 miles is a miracle. But it's trash now. Obviously this will get replaced too, and we're also going to replace the flywheel because, well, I bought it, so I might as well replace it. So now we just need to get the flywheel off, again, down there in the dark pits of hell. But we'll get that off, take a look at that, and we'll get all this put on, and then we can start putting this piece of junk back together. So we're almost there, on the home stretch now, kind of. We're like 50% of the way, but it's better than 0. So yeah, fun. Alright, it's kind of hard to see here, but new clutch is in, new flywheel is in, everything is torqued down. Now we just gotta get the it's in there, the throwout bearing in, we can put the transmission back in. So we're getting close, but it is, what time is it? It's almost midnight, and I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, so we'll see how far we get tonight. Well, it's now, let's see, see if you can see that. 2 o'clock in the morning is what that says. It's now 2 o'clock in the morning. But Transmission is in, all mounted back up. Subframes all put back in. Now mainly it's just doing the airbox ECU and then axles and all of this stuff down here. So we're not far away. Contemplating whether I finish tonight or get some sleep and just do it tomorrow. Keep working for a little bit and then well, I'll just bring you back in when we're about to get her started up, because watching me do suspension stuff is, well, it's just putting axles back in and all the generic whatnot, so nothing fun about that. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning now, but she is done. Got her back on the ground. I just kind of tested moving her back and forward a little bit right here in the garage. I'll take it out and do some more driving with it later on. I can smell the new clutch. It smells horrible, but well, it's a new clutch, so it is what it is. That's gonna be the end of this video. I'm extremely tired and I have work in the morning. So, see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.